being of service to others
is finding peace and happiness.
At the core of finding peace and happiness,
we discover who we are. For that, join Sahaja Yoga Malaysia meditation this coming weekend
to know yourself.
The way you do anything is the way you do everything. Albert Einstein once said that we can't solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. So how do we break free of our mental conditionings and learn to solve problems with new, fresh ideas? Hi, I'm Rohan.
And my name is Raj. In this upcoming live stream, we will be teaching you the basics of meditation so that you can become more efficient and effective no matter what kind of work you do. We will be walking you through a step-by-step process so that you can begin this art of meditation from the comfort of your home instantly. Now, of course, meditation is suitable for everyone, but this session will be targeted specifically for fresh graduates and young working adults.
So, by the end of the live stream, you will boost your creativity, gain some inner clarity, and most importantly, have a basic understanding of meditation and how it can help you in your life.
So with that being said, take care and we will catch you at the live stream. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Since ages, humans have debated over the source of fulfillment and peace. Some believed it lay in ownership of land, brand, and wealth. Others ascribed happiness to popularity and dogmas. Wars ravaged, ideologies turned, and the human spirit lay defeated. In all of this, the mind raced to grab the next quick fix on the market, only to find again the pain that outlived pleasure. However, somewhere in all the chaos, a silent power transformed lives for the past 50 years. Somewhere, an artist inspired. Somewhere, the incurable cured. Somewhere, mental peace, a connection with reality. And somewhere, the purpose of life fulfilled. Srimati Nirmala Devi, founder of Sahaja Yoga, triggered this power of transformation on 5th May 1970. From the shores of India to metropolitans such as New York, London, Moscow, and Paris. This inner happening, free of charge, left no room for debate and analysis, as thousands of people from over 90 countries embraced the peace felt through Sahaja Yoga meditation. 2020 marks the 50th year of this silent revolution that has reached schools and universities, police departments, scientific institutions, health centers, diplomatic circles, and ministries all over the world. This 50th year is a celebration of compassion in tough times, of resilience in the face of adversity, and of hope and joy within the human spirit. It is truly the time to recognize Sahaja Yoga meditation and its ease in connecting with that power of peace and potential that resides within every human being, the power of Kundalini. For 50 years, Sri Mataji made collective transformation possible by awakening the inner energy and giving us the means to master ourselves. Today, the world calls for it with ever-gaining momentum. Thousands of free classes are offered in almost every city in the world and are now available online at the tip of your fingers.
At the core of our desires is living a life of purpose and meaning. At the core of a life of purpose and meaning is being of service to others. At the core of being of service to others
is finding peace and happiness.
At the core of finding peace and happiness,
We discover who we are. For that, join Sahaja Yoga Malaysia meditation this coming weekend
to know yourself.
The way you do anything
Is the way you do everything. Albert Einstein once said that we can't solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. So how do we break free of our mental conditionings and then to solve problems with new, fresh ideas? Hi, I'm Rohan.
and my name is Raj. In this upcoming live stream, we will be teaching you the basics of meditation so that you can become more efficient and effective no matter what kind of work you do. We will be walking you through a step-by-step process so that you can begin this art of meditation from the comfort of your home instantly. Now, of course, meditation is suitable for everyone, but this session will be targeted specifically for fresh graduates and young working adults.
So, by the end of the live stream, you will boost your creativity, gain some inner clarity, and most importantly, have a basic understanding of meditation and how it can help you in your life.
So with that being said, take care and we will catch you at the live stream. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the first session of the second day of Sahaja Yoga celebration of International Yoga Day. My name is Lat, and I want to give a huge shout out to those of you on Zoom. Can you just wave your hands if your camera is on? Yeah, hello. And a big shout out also to those on Facebook and on YouTube. I can't see you guys, sorry, but welcome. Okay. As mentioned, my name is Lad, and I'm very excited today to be here to share something that is very, very close to my heart, something I'm totally passionate about, which is the connection between music and meditation. And the whole point of this session is for you to experience this music within yourself, not just as something that you hear through your ears, but something that you feel in your inner subtle system. And by subtle system, I mean the system that is within us that provides the energy for the entirety of our lives. So basically, what we will do today is that I want to keep it more of a conversation, but except it'll be most of the time a one-sided conversation, okay? But it's also meant to be a bit of a workshop session. So I want to invite you today, since you've already signed up and are attending here, please use this opportunity to give this 1 hour entirely to yourself without distractions. So if it's possible, just, mute your phone, put it away, and just spend this 1 hour getting in touch, in connection with your own inner being. Because I'm pretty confident that if you do that, you will feel something, which is the connection between this music and your spirit. Okay, so this is my request to you. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. For those of you who are biological dads, or even if you're not biological dads and are looking after somebody, you're doing a great thing doing that. So congratulations and happy Father's Day. And I just want to get this out of the way. You may notice that my face is a little unbalanced, or, don't need to adjust your TV screen or your laptop. Everything is fine. I just have a cute, funny face. All right. So just enjoy that. All right. So what can I offer you today? Basically, I have been teaching Sahaja Yoga music therapy for the last 21 years. And in these years, I have discovered that through my students, through this journey, that to enjoy and to feel and experience the depth of connection between music and our system, to feel in meditation, we don't need to be tremendously wonderful musicians. We don't need to have a fabulous voice, nothing like that. What we do need is the capability and the attention to learn things from the very basics. And as time goes on, from the very basics, you can strengthen your knowledge and your technique. So you start with intention and then you move on from there. So if you have the intention today to feel your connection, you will feel a connection. And we are going to be doing very simple stuff today, because the whole point of this 1 hour is for you to leave the session having something that you can practice every day. So there's no point doing something completely advanced, which it's nice to hear, but after that, you find that there's no way you can replicate it at this point in time. So whatever I'm going to do today is going to be workshop based, meaning I will guide you through it step by step. And it's going to be quite fundamental, but tremendously important. So please do pay attention and please join in. Please be part of this session. Yeah? Okay, great. Okay, let's look at a chart of the subtle system, as I mentioned earlier, which is within all of us. Can we have that, please, Luga?
Sure.
All right. We're going to get the first slide on, where I'm going to give you a little bit of an explanation on what it is that we're working with. Just remember that basically the first thing we're going to be doing is to be looking at this subtle system, because the entire science of music and meditation is based on this subtle system. Now you can see on your right side, which is actually the left side of this figure which is sitting there, is a blue line. That represents the left channel, which is the channel of emotions and the past. The yellow line represents the channel which is the future, which is our action, which is our mental and physical action. And in the center, we have the white channel, which represents our evolution. And it also represents a very important point in time, which is the eternal present. And what that means is that this point now, whenever it may be, the now changes, right, from second to second, that now is the most important point for us to be in. Because if you think about it, that is the only point that exists. Past is over, future is yet to be, but we have the eternal now. So this eternal now is where you and I are having this session, and where we're going to learn to establish the instrument that all of us have within us, which is our voice. So we don't need an external instrument. We don't need a harmonium, as you can see in the picture there, as I have in front of me today. We don't need all of that. All of that are actually aids, something to help us, but we don't need them because the most important instrument lies within us, which is our own voice, which is supported by the energy centers within us, which are the chakras, and supported by the channels of energy within us, which are the nadis, which I explained just now, the past, the present, the eternal now. And at the base of our spine, you can look at the chart, it says the word Kundalini. Kundalini is the mothering energy that is existing in all of us, no matter who we are or what background we come from. And this energy is so loving, so powerful that she, and I use the word she because it is a divine mothering energy, she rises within us in all her glory and majesty, and yet so gently that we are never harmed by it. And today, when we do all of these things together, you will feel the connection through music and lead yourself into meditation through the rising of this Kundalini, who is the mother of us all. All right? Okay, so that is the background of it. So now I'd just like to show you the founder of Sahaja Yoga. Her name is Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi. And here it's a very charming picture of her sitting in front of a harmonium, which is the instrument that I'm using today. And she has basically given us the knowledge of not just these energy centers or chakras or the channels of energy within us, but also the connection between music and our inner system. And music, as she describes it, is music which is divine, music which is for the spirit, is actually music that pleases the spirit within us. It is pleasing to the ear, but it doesn't stop there. It's not limited to your ears. It fills your entire being, your spirit, with joy. All right, so let's move on now. This is Srimati Nirmala Devi. And now I would like to give you the beginnings of warming up, all right? So since it's a Sunday morning, some of you might have just woken up. You know, we still need our engine needs a little bit of lubrication and movement. Let's start with our hands. Now, you may wonder why I've talked so much about our voice being the instrument, and I'm talking about our hands. The hands are very important. I leave it as a mystery now as to why. We'll talk about it later. Or you can put a question in the, in the chat, which I'll get to later. So just use this hand and just clap. Yeah. It doesn't matter what the rhythm is for now. Just clap. Just get into the rhythm of clapping, your own rhythm. Cool. Very good. Now, try and clap to my rhythm. I will start saying a numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see what I'm doing? I'm only clapping at the ones now. Can you join me in that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now clap at the 1 and the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So now what we've done is warm up these very, very important things that we have, our hands. You can also now use these hands which we've warmed up to warm up some of the muscles that will help you later when you're singing along. So just give a slight press at your shoulders. You can just be very gentle about it. No need to put a lot of effort or a lot of force. Remember, gentle is the key. Yeah, correct. Okay, gentle massage of your neck. Yes, I wish your cameras were on, then I could see you actually doing it, which would be a little more like a workshop sort of situation. All right, your muscles here, even your side of the head, in case you're carrying any tension, if you've had a late night or didn't sleep well, this kind of helps you. Fabulous. Yes, I can see a few of y'all on screen. Very good. Okay, cool. Okay, so you warm that up. Now, the next thing we need to warm up, a very, very important and vital part of music, which a lot of us take for granted, not just for music, this is important for life itself. It's breathing, okay? So I said I'm going to keep it to simple things that we can all use, not just today, but tomorrow. So this is the reminder to you all guys, breathe, okay? Very, very important. So now, let's see how we breathe. Can all of you take a deep breath in front of me right now? Those who I can see on the camera, yeah, take a deep breath. Okay, this is what I see most of you doing, yeah? Most of you are breathing the way that we have been taught in school. In school, when we were there for our physical education or whatever we call it, PE, we were told to breathe by the teacher and they taught us to do this. When we inhale, they say, do this. Exhale. Some of you are smiling, I can see that. It's because that's true, right? When you breathe, they expect your shoulders to go higher. Now, put up your hand if you've been taught to breathe that way. Yep, that's a few of you right there. Okay, most of you right there. Now, this kind of breathing is very shallow breathing, actually. No matter how deep you think you're breathing, the breath doesn't reach your diaphragm. It doesn't reach this part of your body. It reaches only your chest. And when your breath just reaches your chest, you don't get the benefit of your entire system supporting your voice. And you don't get proper oxygenation of your cells. So you see why it's so important for you to breathe with your entire being. This is how we do it, okay? Now, sit up straight as comfortably as you can. I want you to take your hands, which you activated just now, place them at the side where your rib cage is. Can you do that? Yeah. You don't have to press it in like a corset or something. Just touch it. Yeah. Very good. So now, when you inhale, your rib cage, you should feel it going slightly outwards. And when you exhale, it should go inside. And the best way to do that is to pretend to fill your tummy with air, meaning when you inhale, your tummy goes out and your rib cage comes out too. Okay, let's give that a try. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, if you feel confident that your nostrils are not blocked, you can just do a test. Just test both your sides of your nostrils. Perfect. If it's not properly open both sides, you can continue to breathe with your mouth right now. Not the inhaling, but the exhaling, because when you inhale, you still have one nose to do it in. Now, why I'm asking you to do this is later on, if you stick around and you continue with your journey of spiritual ascent, there are techniques that will help you unblock your nose. But for now, since we have this time, let's take it as if you can breathe out completely to your nose. If you can't, you may exhale through your mouth gently. All right, so let's do that again. This time, when we inhale to the count of 4. I'll guide you. And then we exhale to the count of 7. If you are running out of breath, count a bit faster. All right, you can do that. Okay, let's try. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, if you have been breathing with your tummy expanding when you inhale and your rib cage expanding, and if you exhale with the rib cage going in, you will actually have noticed that your breaths are becoming deeper and deeper with each breath you take. If that is your experience, can you just put up your hand so I can see it? See you? Very good. Very good. So now we will add on something else that's going to enrich us further. Now, after you inhale to the count of 4, you would just hold your breath with your breath inside you for a count of 3. So it becomes 4, 3. And then we exhale again to 7. And this time, before you take another deep breath, just count 2. I will guide you through it, so no worries, okay? You can't do this wrong. Let's try it slowly. Okay, ready? Close your eyes. Put your hands on your side like this. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 1, 2. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 1, 2. Great. Now, did you have a little bit of a struggle holding a breath? If you have, please put up your hand so that I can see. Okay, some of you had a bit of struggle, and some of you did not. Okay. If you did not struggle with it, did you notice that your breath, your breathing now has become so much deeper, and you feel when you exhale that all of the air that was actually you could have even felt that it was trapped inside you, you are finally exhaling in a complete and full manner. If that is your experience, just wave to me or put up your hand. Anybody? Okay, some of you have felt that. Okay, for those of you who have struggled to hold the breath, don't worry. It just means that it could just be that you have been pretty hectic recently, or that you have you've not had a good night's sleep. Sometimes when we're overactive, we say in Sahaja Yoga that your right channel, the channel of your physical and mental activity, is too active. Then you will find that any kind of pause in what you're doing will make us slightly uncomfortable. So it's nothing to be worried about, in the sense that it is something that we will correct even in this workshop. You will find that after this workshop today, tomorrow, maybe your breathing will be much deeper and much better. Okay? So that's how it is. All right. So that is the breathing. So that's the technique number 1, which is breathing. Just remember this. You can do this any day, anytime. And I would advise you to do this maybe 3 times a day. Just take about 2 to 3 minutes. If you have a very busy day at work, when you go to the toilet, just spend a little time for yourself and do this. You'll find that your stress level goes down tremendously. All right? So now, what is the second thing? The second basic but very, very important thing, which is part of music and meditation. We want power in your voice. And by power in your voice, I don't mean a loud voice. It means the strength in your voice to be able to do all your activities without you feeling the strain of it. Now, how many of you are teachers, or you use a voice a lot? If you're a parent, you're definitely using a voice a lot. Or at work, you're in sales, in any profession, actually. Nowadays, we have to use our voice. We have to talk, we have to convince, we have to persuade, we have to explain, we have to justify, all of that. How many of us use our voice? Can you put up your hand and wave? so that I can see? All right, most of you. All right. See, I'm taking a sip of water. That's one of the ways you can sort of moisten ourselves, our throat. But aside from that, to get the power for the voice, we need to bring our voice from somewhere that is actually lower than our diaphragm, which is at this energy center chakra. If I may just have that slide again, I could show it a bit clearer. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. It's all right. No worries. It's over here at the stomach. Okay, subtle system chart has come up, so I can show you that. All right, just a moment, guys. Yes, look at number 3, the little green flower. Yes, the host is showing you that. You can just look at where the cursor is. Number 3 is where the energy for your voice comes from. So those of you who think that your voice comes from your throat, it's not true. The power for your voice comes from this chakra, which is at your stomach. That is why if we have problems with our digestion, if we have problems, like we lead very hectic lifestyles, that we are constantly having problems with, not just digesting the food, but gastric and so on and so forth, it affects our voice. Like when people get acid reflux or heartburn, the discomfort rises from the stomach to the heart as well as to the throat. So that power of the voice, of being able to sustain our voice, to be able to sing well, to be able to talk with energy, comes from this chakra. So the next tip we're going to do is, the next thing I want to introduce to you is the method in which we are going to bring this voice from this chakra. So thanks, Durga. Can we go back to the screen where I'm showing the technique, the main technique? All right, ready? While we do that, just take your right hand, place it at your throat, just gently. Yeah. Okay. We don't need the subtle system chart anymore. Let's just focus on ourselves. Okay, now what I would like you to do is say, ah. Can you just say that, everybody? Just comfortably. Don't force your voice for now. Don't force it at all. Just gently. Ah. Ah. Now, I just would like you to pay attention, yeah? Can you hear the difference between this sound, ah, and ah? All those who can hear the difference between the two sounds, can you raise your hand, please? Great. Every one of you can hear the difference. The first sound, ah, is entirely from the throat. There's no power from here. Do you notice that when I'm singing that way, first of all, the throat gets tired, the muscles are tired. There's a higher likelihood of you getting a sore throat if you do this habitually. If you talk all the time in this manner, you will get a sore throat. You become much more prone to it and much more prone to coughs and colds and everything. But if you take the power from here, ah, your voice then has the power to sustain itself. It then has the energy to talk, to sing, to do all that you need to do with it. Okay? So now we're going to sort of train our system to move from the throat to the stomach. And this is what we do. Again, hand at the throat. As you say ah, I would like you to move. Let me demonstrate to you. I will move the hand from here slowly right to the stomach. And as you do that, try to imagine that your voice is following your hand. That means your voice is now going down this channel, following your hand, with your hand, okay? So to make it easier, Close your eyes so that you're concentrating only within yourself. Place your hand at the throat. I will guide you through this, so no worries. Close your eyes, okay? Now say ah with your hand on the throat. Ah, move your hand downwards. Continue saying ah. Ah. All right, let's try this again. Now take a deep breath, hand on the throat, come down again. Ah. Again, one more time. Ah. Very good. Now, can I just ask you, could you feel that your voice is actually beginning to go a little bit deeper? Any of you had that experience? Can you just put up your hand so I can see? Oh, cool. You have a few already feeling that. Yeah, quite a few of you. Very good. This is a great start, actually. Now, how the next step we're going to do is we are going to put what you have learned so far, the breathing, but this time we won't do 4-3-7-2. We'll just do the deep breathing in and out with the movement of the voice to the stomach with a note. And this is a very simple note which I'll play for you and I'll sing along with you so that it's a very gentle introduction to you of the session, yeah? Okay. Hands on your throat. You sing together with me this note and you go down to your stomach following your movement. That means your voice follows the movement. Okay, let's do it. You listen to me first and then we can do it together. All right. Deep breath, hands on the throat. Sing. Everybody sing. Open your mouth a little bit more, because if you close your mouth and touch your teeth are touching, you cannot activate the energy centers. Okay, let's do it together. As you do this, you find you're getting deeper and deeper. Now try to do, we don't need to touch the throat anymore. Just place your hand gently on your tummy and take the energy from there. Sing again. Okay, close your eyes, yeah? Now we're going to warm up our voice a little bit more so that you are getting more and more connected using your voice as an instrument. Again. Okay, this note now. Deep breath. Deep breath and sing this note with me. Don't force, yeah? If you cannot reach the note, it's all right. It's all right. We all start at different points. Try again gently, very, very gently. Take the power from your tummy. Take a deep breath with your eyes closed. And take another couple of deep breaths. Establish yourself in the state that you're in right now. Now slowly open your eyes, gently look at the world. Yeah, you can just look around you. Now tell me, how many of you felt as though you were being brought deep into your own being just by that exercise? Can you raise your hands, please, so that I can see? Wow, that's fabulous. That's great. Now, this is just to show you that, you see, we didn't do anything fancy as of now. We did something very basic. We started out activating our hands. We then started to breathe deeper. And now we've learned how to take the power from our stomach. And just putting it together and warming up our voice, so many of you have felt that you're being drawn and brought in very, very gently deep into your being. How powerful is that actually? So now let's move on to the new thing. Now, the basis of Sahaja Yoga meditation is a mothering energy, which I mentioned right at the beginning. She's called the Kundalini. The Kundalini is a gentle, nurturing, primordial mother that is within every one of us. And each one of us has our own power, which is this mothering energy. And this mothering energy, when she rises, then those subtle systems that we have, those chakras, those energy centers, the channels that we have, they get enlightened, they get awakened. And when they are awakened, we then get the qualities of those centers. Now, the qualities of those centers are very beautiful qualities. They go from, very quickly, I'll just mention to you, innocence, creativity, contentment, security, confidence, and courage, all in one. Diplomacy, communication, the ability to forgive others and to feel forgiven, and most important of all, the quality of integration within ourselves. And all of this is actually available to us when we actually get a process known as self-realization. Very simple, yeah. The word self-realization is exactly what it says, to realize oneself. And the best way to realize oneself is to get the connection within ourselves. So what we're going to do next, yeah, is to actually go into this process of self-realization, putting together all the things that you have learned up to now, putting together your voice, putting together your breathing, and also to put together with it something so important, which is our intention or desire. All right? Are you ready for this? If you are, can you just raise your hand, because we can do this together right now. All right, I see some of you are really, really waving your arms quite enthusiastically. Nice to see that. Okay, guys, let's do this now. Please close your eyes. Sit comfortably. If your pants are too tight, just loosen them. You want to be very comfortable. If your spectacles are kind of hinging on your nose a little bit tightly, you can remove them. Place both your legs on the floor if you're sitting on a chair. Please don't stand up for this, because it's important that you're at rest. If you happen to be sitting on the floor, I don't think anybody is, but if you are, then try to be seated cross-legged very comfortably. But sitting on the chair is fabulous. Your legs are side by side on the ground. Don't cross your legs. And your arms, your hands should be open and placed on your lap. See, palms open on your lap, yeah? Very comfortable. All right. Now close your eyes, please. You take 2 or 3 deep breaths as we learned early on. And let's desire first. The power of desire is so strong. Today, June 21st, 2020, our desire is Mother, which is the mothering energy. Mother, please awaken our own individual mothering energy within us. Let's just have that desire. Okay. Take a few more deep breaths. What we will do is, together we will sing these notes one by one as I guide you through, step by step. And throughout this entire process, just keep your eyes closed and try as much as possible to bring your voice from your tummy area. But don't stress, don't concentrate too much. Just pay attention to my voice and follow along. If the volume in your laptop or your phone is too soft right now, adjust it so that it's the right volume so that you don't have to fiddle with it while we're doing the exercise. You can just leave it alone for a while. Okay, the first desire we have. Mother, please awaken the quality of innocence within me. Sing this note with me. Deep breath. Again. Again. Deep breath. Desire here. Mother, please awaken the creativity within me and the pure knowledge and the pure attention. Deep breath, sing along. Again. Again. Here we desire, Mother, please awaken the sense of contentment within us, the sense of peace and serenity, the sense of our own inner dignity as human beings. Deep breath. Here we desire, Mother, please awaken a sense of security, courage, and confidence within us. Deep breath. Sing. desire, Mother, Mother, please give us our feeling of communication and our feeling of awareness through our vibrations, which is a special awareness of our subtle system. Deep breath. Here we desire, Mother, I forgive everyone, including myself. Mother, I forgive everyone, including myself. Please awaken the power of forgiveness within me. And if I have made any mistake, please forgive me. Take a deep breath. Deep breath. Here we desire something very, very special. Please give me my self-realization. Please give me my self-realization. Please give me my connection with my true inner being. Please give me my sense of integration with it. Now just gently continue to breathe deeply in and out for a few more moments. Savor this moment and establish this moment through breathing deeply and bring your attention inside. I will be singing a few notes now. You don't need to follow along. Just enjoy your own inner silence while you hear this music. Sare, Sani, Padhari, Sa, Sare, Sare, Gare, Sa. Take a deep breath in and out. Now slowly, without thinking, without having any thought, just open your eyes. Place your hands in front of you like this Just gently place your hands in front of you, and take your right hand above your head, around a couple of centimeters, a couple of inches, and just gently move your hand around. You may feel a sensation on your palm. You may feel some coolness, like as though there's a wind or a breeze. Some of you may feel it as a warm breeze. Some of you may feel like as though your fingers are tingling, and some may even feel like your fingers are numb. It doesn't matter, just try with one hand, because we are very often not balanced, so we try with the other hand. Place it above your head, gently move it. If you feel warm, cool, tingling, any of this. And it's not a fan or the aircon, because you're feeling it on the underside, in the inner palm, rather than on the outside. The other thing you can do is place one palm above the other. Do you feel something coming out of that palm, the one that is underneath? You can also try the other way around. Like I said, we are sometimes more unbalanced on the right side or on the left side. Okay, great. Now just gently place your two palms like this. Do you feel one hand is heavier than the other? Some of you could be your right hand is heavy, or your right hand is hotter than your left hand, or it could be the other way around. Now, all those of you who feel something, either a cool breeze on your head or on your palms, or warm breeze, or tingling, or numbness, or heaviness on one side or the other, can you just put your hand up and do a slight wave to me? Wow, that's tremendous. Every single one of you feels it. That's amazing, guys. Please mark this date down in your diary or calendar, because this moment is when you have got this gift of your connection, which is self-realization. And this gift will make you feel a particular way right now. Now, do you feel peaceful, like as though there's silence within? Any of you feel that way? Cool. Thumbs up, yeah? Yeah, good. Show me a thumbs up if you feel calm and peaceful. Fabulous. That's good. So what happens after this is actually a journey. I do music workshops sometimes live, sometimes online. We also have follow-up programs where you will learn to take your meditation deeper, so that you understand the connection between what you're feeling, because you'll be able to feel the different chakras or centers in your hands, your fingers. Each of them represents a different chakra. You will be able to feel your subtle system, and not only to feel it, not only to diagnose it, but also to clear it, to be able to clear it in a way that makes you healthier, happier, and more balanced. Now, that's super exciting to me. When I first heard this 28 years ago, I was so excited. And I'm still excited about it today, at the potential of it. Okay, so it's now almost 10:30. What I'd like to do is, I've had a great time with you guys. I hope you had a great time with me. If you'd like to have a sort of a workshop where I can look at you breathing, or listen to you, singing a note or something, just indicate in the chat so that the host can see it, and maybe we'll do it sometime later. Or I invite you to join me again later. I have another session tonight at 8 p.m., same Zoom link, where we will be deepening this. A lot of the techniques will seem to you to be the same as we're doing it this morning, but it will take you even deeper, because you'll be doing it the second time. So that invitation is for you there, yeah? Okay, do you have any questions? I'd like to take a couple before we end today. You can just type it. Any questions, anyone? No? How many of you enjoyed this session and felt that you felt a connection? Can you Show me another thumbs up. You felt the connection. You felt something on your hands, your legs. Wow, that's a lot of, I can't even see what limb that is, but yeah, that's pretty enthusiastic. Okay, good. So if there is no question, Durga, any question?
Actually, they can unmute yourself now.
Oh, okay.
They unmute just now. You can unmute yourself and you can ask any questions if you want to.
Okay, if anyone wants to ask me a question, you can unmute it, unmute yourself, and you can actually ask me something.
And there's a comment in our chat saying it's very inspiring. Loves this session. Would like to join workshops.
Okay, fabulous. All right. Somebody wants to ask me something? Can you put up your hand or just, yeah, please go ahead.
Sorry, he was struggling with the unmute.
Yeah, I understand.
Just say if we wanted to do this on our own at home, how do we know the key? Because right now you're helping us to find those key.
Correct.
So how do we discover it? Is it C or what? You know?
Okay, that is actually a fabulous question, actually. Now, the beauty of our inner instrument, which is the voice, is that it does not matter what key it is, as long as you are comfortable in that key. So let's say you're just standing here or you're sitting down, you're closing your eyes, and you decide to do it in the morning or whichever time of the day, and you just open your mouth, take a deep breath, and just sing an ah. Ah, whatever that note is the key that you start in. Does that answer your question? All right, thumbs up. Great. Okay, cool. Any other question?
Is it okay?
Your name, please? I'd like to.
Actually, I'm the Q&A host. I'm just taking a question from one of the persons. So they're asking, is it better to sing a note on an empty stomach, or it doesn't matter at all?
Okay, this is how I would describe it to me. Right now, I have an empty stomach. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, but that is because I'm more comfortable that way. If I have breakfast, which is generally tends to be a little heavy, after that, I kind of feel like, oh my gosh, all my energy is going towards digestion. But I'm not uncomfortable not eating breakfast. So if you're the type to feel very uncomfortable if you haven't eaten, then please eat something. But don't eat until you're so full, yeah? Then it will be difficult to do this. But eat enough so that you're comfortable and then sing. Or if you're totally comfortable with an empty stomach, that's great also. Any other question? I'll take one more question. The final question of the day. If you have more questions, please continue to, I don't know, type it or join our Facebook on the page, you know. And
yeah.
Yep.
There's a question here from Mapak. It's asking, is there a difference singing higher or lower note?
Okay. Wow, you guys are giving me some really good questions. Yes, it makes a difference, but this is how the difference is. You see, we have 7 energy centers within us, as we don't need to go to the subtle system chart. You saw it just now. And each of those energy centers has got a particular frequency, which is known as the natural frequency of that chakra. So when we sing a note, and for each of us, it may not be exactly the same frequency. Okay? So when we sing a particular note for a particular chakra, and if you continue on this journey of Sahaja Yoga in a later workshop or something, you will learn this connection between different notes and different chakras. But you see, each note that we sing has a different frequency. And when that frequency matches the natural frequency of that chakra, there is a physics phenomenon known as resonance. And this phenomenon known as resonance means that that chakra, which could be rotating either too fast or too slow at that moment, in a way that does not contribute to your health, in any way, or your well-being, will then use this resonating power of the note to get back into balance. So it will begin to rotate. A chakra means something that rotates, yeah? It will begin to rotate at the correct frequency. And when that happens, the chakra clears. So to answer the question, yes, it matters. And there is a difference between the different notes that you sing. But at this point, when you're singing a particular bass note, it does not matter which note you start off with, as long as you are comfortable with it, because it's your instrument. Okay? All right. Okay, guys, I'd love to continue the session forever and ever. This is one of my favorite topics, but we can't. Let me just tell you about some of the exciting things that are happening for the rest of today. There are some other events. We have tried to cater the International Yoga Day events to different roles, different personalities, different interests that you may have. So after this, at 11, we have a session, which is, okay, I think it is Why Meditate? Okay, it's coming on now. So I shan't guess at this. Okay. What a beautiful picture of Srimataji. Okay, yes, we just had our session, and the next one is Know Yourself, which is to understand the depth of your being. This is being facilitated by some young folks, very enthusiastic. So it's a great session. The next one is Why Meditate, where you will learn why it's so important to be in meditation, to continue this connection. That will be at 4. And then there will be a session called Detox. Now, all those of you who've been looking for some way to detox, this is a method through Sahaja Yoga where you can detox through some simple techniques. And this detox will be taken, you'll be given information on how you can do this in a way that is suitable for you. So that's the detox session at 6 o'clock. And then, like I mentioned earlier, we will have another session with me as a facilitator at 8 p.m. tonight. It's also Feel the Energy Within through music and meditation. And this session will more or less be a repetition of the techniques that we have used. But those of you who have attended this morning would feel that this experience would be deepened for you. So I do invite you to join us again at 8 p.m. tonight. Yeah. So if you have enjoyed this session, oh yeah, please, I almost forgot, follow-up classes. We have ongoing follow-up classes that you can join to establish yourself further and to learn more. And all our classes, folks, are free of charge. We do this as we have received a gift from Srimataji, completely free of charge. As a gift of self-realization, we are passing it on, passing it forward to whoever who is interested. So please contact the details are there. Just take a snapshot so that you don't have to, frantically write down the numbers. So you can drop a comment, a line. Please give your feedback. Tell us how you feel. I'm so interested to know about your experience in this class. And yeah, I hope we get to meet each other again. Yeah. So thank you. God bless. Happy Father's Day and all the best to you. Take care. Namaste. Bye-bye. Wave to me. Wave to me. Okay, bye. Thanks and have a great day.